But yeah, and I love how you said the visual, because here's the thing, like, and I was like you, Nancy, really very much like, okay, I changed my language to the universe because thank God this kind of took me into religion, which wasn't sitting well with me. Um, and I thought, okay, I'm figuring this out. I understand it's more like an energy, this pure love energy, and it does have a consciousness. It comes from this source. Um, and it is within me. So I had this visual of like, okay, so it's really, really big, this energy that comes through as me. My higher self is here too, and it's really, really big. And it kind of channels into my body to fit into my body, but there's so much more available around me. Like I'm in this big aura of my higher self. And then within that are also aspects of God, differentiations into guides and angels and spirits, but they're all we're all part of that same energy. But what I realized this past summer, everything's changed this summer. I'm telling you, I keep saying this past summer, I had this epiphany. What I realized was I was still seeing it as something outside of me, but within me, but still there was like a separation. And what I had a vision, and I don't know if I can describe it properly, but it was like my soul, like in my body, but woven into every cell and fiber. Like it was fully attached to my body. And it made me think of like, well, when we die, we must, if we're attuned, we must know, because we're going to feel that detachment from the physical body as the soul moves out. But right now, I feel it very, very integrated, like roots, like mycelium roots in the ground, like just everywhere in my body. And then the realization of like, well, I am source. I am. It's not like I need the universe to guide me and to come in and shift things so it all works out. It's like, no, I am. And so I create. Like, it's just so hard to put into words. So it's like just another deepening of that awareness that if we are source, if we are infinite soulful beings, we're not waiting for permission to move forward. We're stepping into that power. It's when we step into it and say, I am, like I truly am. So let's go. And when you get to that point, it's like you're already co-creating with the universe. So it's not like your ego's taking over at all. Like when you're in those moments of realization, it's like, no, whatever I do is divine and all good. So it's now I've shifted really to internally feeling that source energy within me, not as a separate kind of light, but yeah, and that's the resistance in the worthiness, right? Am I worthy enough to be all that I am? Like, and so that part of, you know what, there's nothing we can do with our mind. We have to just keep feeling our way into it. You're so right there. It's the feeling, it's the embodiment into your body of like, oh no, yeah, I am full of this light. And where someone might see it as arrogant or blasphemy, you know in your heart that's like you just feel such a lightness there, such a beautiful lightness, because even though I'm saying that about me, like now I see it in you, like you are too. So I'm not separating myself from you. And I think it getting to this realization came when I first said, universe, how do I let more high love in? And that was part of it, is enough self-love to know you're worthy of more. You're worthy of it all, that you are. Just because you're here, you are worthy of it. You don't have to do anything. And in that is like the falling away of the past. I feel like my past is disintegrating. Like I really do feel that kind of letting go of everything that's happened in the past. I'm no longer attached to those stories. I'll tell them and retell them in order to help people get to a realization, but I'm not part of that anymore. Like, it's just very cool. So keep going there, keep questioning, keep asking to feel it. And that's the thing that's what we were doing in the Clearing Debris Through Forgiveness. It's a deep dive into, how do I feel this? How do I let go of this junk and move forward? How do I let go of this unworthiness and know that I'm worthy of more? And it's a beautiful journey. You're